Welcome to SIAC Football on ESPN, presented by UBS. On a fabulous afternoon in Tuskegee, Alabama, Cleve L Alumni Stadium on the campus of Tuskegee University. Homecoming weekend. Week 8 of the college football season, where the Tuskegee University Golden Tigers play host to the Lane College Dragons. And before we get underway, let's take a quick look at the SIAC standings, with Savannah State and Albany State share the top spot in the East, while in the West, despite 2 losses, Miles College, 2-time defending champions, they're the team to beat, with Lane, Tuskegee, and Kentucky State all lurking nearby. Hello, everybody. I'm Duane Walker along with Tenitra Batiste. And Tenitra, just 3 games left on the regular season schedule. So needless to say, both of these clubs need to win out to have any chances of reaching the SIAC championship game.
Yes, it has been a wild one in the Western Division this entire season. So, yeah, the division title and the conference title, for that matter, are up for grabs. Lane, of course, with a 1-2 conference record overall. Tuskegee with 2-1 record. So, yeah, this is indeed a pivotal game to see who gets to represent the Western Division in the conference game in a couple weeks.
For Lane coach Byron Brown, he's not only going to depend on a senior quarterback, but also a very special wide receiver.
Yeah, we asked Coach Byron Brown earlier this week who is his most impactful player on offense. Anthony Evelyn, the senior wide receiver, leading the conference in receiving yards, 176 yards in a game earlier this season against Miles College. And he's able to help them on offense as well as in special teams. Not the biggest receiver out there, but certainly one who runs great routes and is speedy and can definitely help them to move the chains.
While on the other side, Coach Willie Slater's team is coming off a 29-0 shutout victory over Central State, and his defense is being led by a couple of brothers from north of the border.
The Apollon twins, Woodley and Wesley. So with Wesley, great game coming out earlier this season, 11 tackles against Fort Valley State. Also with Woodley, 16 tackles in a game against Morehouse. Both guys have a sack this season, and also Woodley was able to get a pick. So those guys are ball hogs. Expect Michael Huntley to have a long day if he decides to break the pocket.
All right, when we return, we'll set the lineups and have the opening kick. You are watching SIAC Football, presented by UBS on ESPN. And welcome back, everybody. Just moments away from Lane College taking on Tuskegee University. There we go. Look at Lane College coach Byron Brown in his very first year, doing an outstanding job, Tenitra.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's having a great time, a fun time, just like our guy Deion Sanders at Jackson State, because he's able to coach his sons, Ike Brown and Jeremiah Brown. So he's getting a little bit of intensity on offense and defense from his sons.
And then we get to look at Willie Slater, Tuskegee's head coach, 16th season.
Gotta love Coach Slater. Had an opportunity to speak with him earlier this week and asked him what is the key to success, what's been the key to success for a decade and a half. And he said, point blank, if they can't score on us, they can't beat us.
Beautiful afternoon, as we mentioned, 72 degrees and sunny skies. Lane won the toss, but they're deferred. And that means Tuskegee will receive. Noah Shaw's kicks off, and the football is going to roll out of bounds as Jamal Pritchett lets it roll out at about the 11-yard line. As we look at the Stylers, looks like they're going to go with Lewis Williams.
And Duane, not shocking with that move by Coach Slater, because he really does give Coach versatility under center. First
down and 10 for Tuskegee. Avanti Patterson on the carry. Let's set the starting lineups. Patterson will be the main ball carrier for Tuskegee. He rushed for over 600 yards this season so far. Terry Bryant is the fullback. The receiver group is led by number 5, Stephen Hodges. Kenyon Webb and Jamal Pritchett are the other wide receivers. Alexander Mitchell is the starting tight end, while the guards on the right side, Javelin West. Next to him, the center is Nathan Harrison. And in the left guard, Sean Stitton, and left tackle, Cameron Smith. We'll set the defense for you in just a moment. Second down and 8 after that 2-yard gain. And that pass sails incomplete, intended for Steve Hodges on the far sideline. There you can look at Stephen Hodges. Has over 1,000 yards career in receiving, Tenitra.
Yeah, he's had an outstanding season for the Golden Tigers thus far and been one of the favorite targets both of Lewis Williams and Bryson Williams.
Third down and 8 coming up for Tuskegee. So far this season, they are at a 39% clip, 38 of 97 on the season. Third down and 8. Single setback next to him. That's Patterson. They'll throw it to the far flat, and it's complete to Montrell. And he is going to be run out of bounds, shy of the first down. Jonathan Monchevo, just his third catch on the season. Tucker on that stop for Lane College, and it will bring up a fourth down situation. There you get a look at Ryan Duff, number 7. He'll do the honors. And back for Lane College, one of the most dangerous return men in all of college football, Anthony Evelyn, number 1. Nope, they got Virgil Young back there, number 86. He's going to let the football bounce.
And it takes a bit of a good bounce for Tuskegee, but you want to look at what Lane was able to do on defense, able to get the Golden Tigers off that field with a 3 and out. Now let's see what the Lane College offense will be able to do with their first possession.
And they will have the football, first down and 10 at their own 16-yard line. Then we're going to look at quarterback Michael Huntley, the senior. Pass for a couple of touchdowns.
Quarterback Michael Huntley, quarterback for the Dragons. Running back
Last week versus Miles, you saw his numbers. A couple of touchdown passes and a 3-point loss. First down and 10 from the 16. Handed to Ike Brown up the middle, and he's going to be stopped after a very short carry.
And you talk about what Huntley's been able to do this entire season. He's been the offensive player of the week in the SIC. And in that near comeback win against Miles College, Lane was down 15 points, and Huntley was able to bring them back. 176 of those yards that Anthony Evelyn was able to get. 248 yards for Michael Huntley in that near comeback win for Lane.
Vernon Samuels on that last stop for Tuskegee. It was a 7-yard, 2nd and 7, excuse me. That pass is on the near side flats to Anthony Evelyn before being run out of bounds. There you get a look at him. Coach Byron Brown, he calls the offense for this Lane College team. They're one of the leaders in the conference. They're averaging 34 points per game.
And one of the reasons they're able to do that is because of how efficient they are on first down, able to get 15 first downs in their last win and convert even 4 or 6 on fourth down when they needed it.
Free play, and it's complete. Nice pass there by Huntley, finding number 15, Micah Grigsby, the 6'1 senior out of Marietta, Georgia. But let's find out what referee Ben Cole has to say. Here comes Ben Cole now.
Offside, defense, number 72. Penalty is declined. Results of the play, first down, Lane.
First down, Lane College.
And that's exactly what Coach Brown said he wanted to do. He'd been watching film to see how they could get themselves into 3rd and short and 3rd and manageable situations there. 3rd and 2, and Lane was able to convert and move the chains.
First down and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Huntley waiting in shotgun formation, trip wide receiver to the left. Ike Brown with the football, and he's going to be stomped there by number 44. First man on the scene, that's Jeremy Dees. Dees is the junior out of Evergreen, Alabama, on the stop. They'll mark that football at the 43, so we'll give them a gain of 1 and call it 2nd down and 9.
Loss of 4 on the play, making it 2nd down about 14.
Correction, loss of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 14. Brown carries, spinning near the original line of scrimmage up to the 44-yard line. Wesley Apollon, number 14, first man on the scene for Tuskegee. 10 minutes, 54 seconds to play in the first quarter. There's no score. Homecoming weekend at Tuskegee. Lane College nothing, Tuskegee nothing. Third down situation now for Lane College. Lane College this season so far, 39%, 33 of 84.
Third down and 8.
Huntley will throw near side to Evelyn. Evelyn with the 45, 50. First down yardage and more before being run out of bounds in Tuskegee territory.
And Evelyn on that play, you'll see the quick snap and you'll see Huntley look for his guy. And one thing about Evelyn, he always knows where to get the ball, and he's able to advance it there with a little juke and just a little bit of speed getting to the outside to get that first down.
Quick snap, far side this time to Evelyn, down to the 42-yard line. So a pickup of 3, it'll bring up second down and 7. Tuskegee comes in with a 3-4 record, but still in the hunt. Both of these teams, they need to win out, as we spoke of earlier.
And Evelyn right there, even though it's a short pass from Huntley, kind of showing you his skills on the ground as well with just a little bit of juke there just to get a couple yards on that first down.
Wesley Applin on that tackle on this second down and 7 situation. Twin wide receivers to the top and bottom of the formation. There's a snap. Huntley, near side, has a man, and it's caught. Grigsby once again. So his second catch in the series.
And if you look back at that play, Duane, Huntley had all the time in the world to get that ball to Grizzly, and that's one of the things that Coach Brown talked about earlier in the season, just the O-line being efficient and avoiding pre-snap infractions and just making sure that they win at the line of scrimmage.
23-yard pass play, first down and 10 from the 19. Brown sweeping right down to the 15, down to the 14-yard line before being tripped up by number 19, Fletcher Jordan.
And a nice block there by the left tackle, Terrence Jordan, to spring Brown so he's able to pick up that extra yardage.
Now there's a pass towards the end zone looking for Grigsby. Touchdown, Lane College. A quick hitter, Huntley to Grigsby. His third reception of the series. First touchdown of the year.
And that's just a good heads-up play by Huntley. Sees his man open, and if it's a jump ball, I'm giving the jump ball to my guy, and my guy is going to go up and get that.
In for the extra point is Shawls. Waiting for that snap. The extra point is up, and the kick is good. And with 8 minutes and 34 seconds to play, Lane College has a lead thanks to a 19-yard touchdown pass to Mr. Grigsby. And welcome back, everybody. Lane College burst out to a 7-0 lead over Tuskegee. You can look at head coach Byron Brown. His team looking to make a late season surge.
Yeah, and Coach Brown has to be pleased with that first drive. Efficient and effective on the part of his offense. And you saw Micah Grigsby there getting his second touchdown of the season.
Noah Shaw set the kick off for Lane. And it's going to be taken there by Jamal Pritchett at the 15 up to the 20-yard line. Maybe the 21-yard line. Let's call it a return of 11, and that's where Tuskegee will take over for the second time in the game.
So we'll look to see what Lewis Williams and his offense is able to do on their second drive of the day. Obviously, Coach later talked about the fact that, hey, if a team can't score, they can't beat us, so Lane College strikes first, time for Tuskegee to strike back.
And here comes that offense being led by Lewis Williams, the newcomer of the week. 6'4" right-hander. He ran for 70 yards last week in a 29-0 shutout over Central State. First down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Williams now looks towards the bench, and there's going to be a delay penalty.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's going to move Tuskegee back 5 yards, and coming into this game, they're not penalized a whole lot, only averaging 5 penalties per game for 54 yards. That's amongst the tops in the conference.
And a big part of that is because at the beginning of the season, Coach Slater talked about the fact that he had to start true freshmen on offense, but they've matured and developed, and so you really don't see these infractions that often.
First down and 15, quarterback Lewis on the keeper. And he's going to get back to near the original line of scrimmage, depending on the mark. Flake Tucker, there you got to look at him, number 27. Ran him out. Here we go with the second down situation. Second down and 10 from the 21. Shotgun formation. Goodlow and Patterson in the backfield. Williams has a notion for the near side. Now he'll scramble off to the right. Under siege, he'll throw the football, and it's going to be complete to Webb, number 83. But there is a flag down as we get a look at the replay as Williams is forced off to his right.
But an elusive Lewis Williams because he's able to get away from that Lane College defense and at least make something out of that play. But let's see what that penalty is.
They're discussing it right now. And there could be a late hit on Williams as he scrambles out of bounds right here.
Yeah, that little shove right at the end.
Looked like Bryce McKenzie got him right there. Nice camera work there. That's smooth. We'll wait for Ben Cole to give us the official word in just a second. Ben Cole III. He's our referee this afternoon. And as we mentioned before, we talked about Tuskegee being one of the least penalized teams. For Lane College, they average 7 penalties per game for 60 yards.
Illegal touching. Offense, number 83. Also lose, loss of third down.
So we'll replay that down. It'll be third down once again because the receiver, number 83, Kenyon Webb, he ran out of bounds and then came back into bounds, so that would make it an illegal touch.
Which probably did save Tuskegee on that as well because Bryce McKenzie along with Mackenzie Howard definitely had a little extra shove towards the end of that play on Lewis Williams.
No doubt. Third down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Goodlow and Patterson set behind Williams. He waits. He receives. He looks left. He throws left. And it's incomplete left. Looking for Steve Hodges, number 5. And watch here at the top of the screen, Tenitra, where he steps out of bounds right there.
Hairline step out of bounds there, comes back in. Wow. But good officiating there.
No doubt about it. So it'll bring up a punting situation here for Tuskegee. Ryan Duff, number 7. He's averaging 35 yards per boot. And back deep, Virgil Young, number 86. I'm surprised to see Anthony Evelyn not back there. I was anticipating him being back there, but it's Virgil Young. There's the boot. Here you get a look at Ryan Duff. Time to take a quick timeout. There's your score. Lane College leading it by 7.
Start your story and discover the new Lane College.
Welcome back to Cleve L. Alumni Stadium on the campus of Tuskegee University, homecoming weekend. Where Lane College trying to play spoilers. They have a 7-0 lead with 7:02 to play in the first quarter, Tenitra.
Yeah, a little bit of a different homecoming because only students are allowed at homecoming this season just due to COVID protocols. So first couple of drives stall for Tuskegee. Let's see what Lane can do on their second drive of the game.
First and 10, a little reverse action. Anthony Evelyn with it. Gets up to the line of scrimmage, 35-40, up to near the 43-yard line. So a gain of 9 on the trickery.
And we talked about that earlier, the versatility that Evelyn gives you so that you could do a little reverse like that, and you see him able to pick up some key yards on the ground for the Dragons.
2nd down and 1 from the 43. Ike Brown, the ball carrier. He bounces off of a man, still on his feet, up to midfield, and he prances to about the 46-yard line. 1st down, Lane College.
And Ike Brown with a little edge at the end of that, like, take that to the Tuskegee Golden Tigers.
Oh, as we get a look at the replay there.
Yeah, and you love to see it, a little stiff arm by Ike Brown, and then a little shoulder move to say, hey, I'm getting this 1st down.
11-yard pickup on the play by Brown. Brown, the ball carrier once more, and this time he ekes to about the 45-yard line, 44. Check that. Number 25, Kylan Dew on the carry. Dew's averaging 5.1 yards per carry this season when spelling Ike Brown. 2nd down from the 44-yard line after the 3-yard gain. There's Ike Brown trying the middle this time, and he's going to be brought down.
Yeah, Tuskegee sniffed out that play before Lane College could ever get going.
Wesley Apollon on the tackle, and he's had an outstanding season so far.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, Wesley and also his brother Woodley, they're getting double-digit tackles in each and every game and really affecting the play, both of the quarterback as well as on the ground and in the air.
3rd down and 6 from the 42-yard line for Lane College. They're moving right to left. Wayne Walker, Tenitra, Batiste, 5 minutes and 7 seconds remaining 1st quarter. Lane College with the lead and the football. Twin receivers to either side of the formation as Huntley looks to the bench to get the call. Evelyn in motion to the right. Here's Huntley, looking, peering, throwing. It's complete to Evelyn. Whoop! What a move. As Kobe Mitchell, number 18, had to grab him by the shoestrings to bring him down.
And once again, you see here that Huntley's O-line giving him plenty of time to find his guy, and there Evelyn is, and just a little bit of a juke there. But Tuskegee's got to do a better job at tackling at that 1st level as well.
Gain of 8, 1st down yardage, 1st and 10, complete to Evelyn, and Evelyn moves the football down about 8 yards.
Yeah, with that quick shuffle pass from Huntley to Evelyn just to move the chains and once again put the Dragons into short, 2nd and short.
And check that. Well, 6 yards on that last play.
So we'll say 2nd and manageable.
There we go. Shotgun formation. Huntley has a man on the far side flat. He'll keep it. He'll run down to the 20, 15-yard line before sliding down. So another sizable gain by the shifty quarterback. That's a gain of 13 yards.
And Huntley doing it with his legs this time to put the Dragons in position in the lower red zone.
There you get a look at him. And this young man waited his turn. He does all, his coach Byron was so high on him. Coach Brown was so high on the work ethic, his dedication, despite even some personal tragedies in his life.
Yeah, 3rd in yards per game in the conference, while he's not even a passing QB, as we saw in that last play.
Brown still on his feet before being wrestled to the ground by a host of Tuskegee Golden Tigers.
On the tackle, number 95.
And there you get a look at the coach's son, one of the coach's son. Now, Coach Brown has the distinction of having not just one but 2 sons.
Yeah, so he gets to see one of his sons on just about every play, every down. Ike Brown, of course, on offense, Jeremiah Brown on defense.
All right, loss of 2 on that last carry. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12. And in that backfield, we've got a big blocker, number 55, Tavion Turner. They'll give it to Brown. Brown bulling his way down to the 10, maybe the 8-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And just a heads-up play by Brown there, just seeing that the gap was closing, so he bounces to the outside, eludes a couple tackles, and 1st down.
Well, there's an actual timeout on the field. There you can look at Ike Brown walking off. We're going to walk off with this commercial break with Lane College leading it 7-0. Welcome back. We had an injured player on that last play. Down for Tuskegee, number 23, Ronald Brown. The medics are tending to him. As you can see, Ike Brown and Mr. Smith had a collision.
Yeah, just as Brown is going down on that final part of that play, you see that shoulder just kind of goes and leads into Smith at the end.
They move the football back 2 yards, so no first down. 3rd down and 2 for Lane College. Second man through, that's Ike Brown. And I'm not sure if he got it. Number 4, Sean Cross in the mix for Tuskegee.
And Duane, that's an interesting call on 3rd and 2 because Lane has been able to run the football except up the middle against Tuskegee. So interesting call on 3rd and 2, especially in the low red zone where you have an opportunity to go up 14-0.
And let's see.
You'll see right there.
It's
really
4th down.
Yeah, nothing there in the gap for Ike Brown. So it'll be interesting to see if Lane College decides to go for it.
Noah Shawls in for Lane. And that kick is going to be blocked. And it's going to be returned. Back the other way. Antonio Keenan, number 1, with the football. And I don't think anybody's going to get him. Touchdown, Tuskegee Golden Tigers. Antonio Keenan Jr., the 6-footer out of Atlanta, Georgia, Martin Luther King Jr. High School.
And who saw that coming? Lane College decides not to go for it on a 4th and short. And they've been excellent on 4th down conversions this season. Tuskegee blocks and takes it all the way back to the house for the touchdown to tie this thing up.
Carl Matthews is going to get credit for the block. I believe the football ricocheted off of him, so he'll get credit for the block. And Antonio Keenan Jr. will get credit for the touchdown. And now in for Tuskegee, number 36, Arnez Huskic. The extra point attempt is up, and that attempt is no good. So how about that? Huskic was 79% on the season in extra point conversions. But there is a flag now.
It'll be interesting to see because with a game this close, you need every point will count.
Offside defense, number 29. Half the distance, we played a try.
Okay, so they'll get an extra shot at it, and they actually could go for 2 if they decided to. And I talked about Arnez Huskic. He's actually 14 of 16 on extra point attempts this season. 14 of 16. That's 88%, and he'll get another try. Kevin Gee's the hold. Stephen Hodges is the hold. The snap, the kick, it's up, and that kick is good. And with 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the first quarter of play, thanks to that long special teams return by Antonio Keenan Jr., the redshirt sophomore, he's got his team on the board.
Duane, that could have easily been a 14-0 lead by Lane College or a 10-0 lead by Lane College. Again, interesting choice early on in the game for Coach Brown to, instead of going for it on 4th down, where they've actually been very successful in converting, to go for the field goal, which turns into a touchdown for Tuskegee.
Huskic will kick off. Young and Evelyn back deep, but the football will roll into the end zone. And therefore, Lane College will have it 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. There you can look at Michael Huntley, the 5', 11-inch senior quarterback out of nearby Montgomery, Alabama. And as I mentioned before, Tenitra, Coach Brown had so many wonderful things to say about this young man.
Yeah, he talked about the maturity that he's shown, the patience that he's been able to show, the fact that he never quits and just does all the right things despite losing his mom and just having to deal with so many other challenges in his personal life. He's just remained a stand-up kid. He's been a career backup, but now he's 3rd in yards per game in the conference and is showing his prowess passing and running the ball.
1st down and 10, near side pass to Grigsby. It's complete, and Grigsby is going to be wrestled out of bounds or just inbounds, excuse me, by Carl Matthews. And for Grigsby, that's his 4th catch in the ball game to go along with that touchdown reception on the very first series.
A couple of those short tosses worked for Lane on that last drive, but looks like the Golden Tigers are ready for it this time.
No gain on that last pass play. It brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Just 35 ticks of the clock remaining in the first quarter. Lane College with the football, moving right to left. There's a snap. And Huntley calls his own number, 35, up to the 39-yard line. So Huntley using his feet for a positive gain.
And the Golden Tigers allowing Huntley to get to that second level. Could have stopped him at the first level, but got to do a little bit of better job of tackling and wrapping him up, especially when the quarterback becomes a running back.
That is the end of the first quarter.
Well, nonetheless, that's a 14-yard running play by quarterback Michael Huntley. And thanks to that touchdown pass to Micah Grigsby, put his team up 7-0, but our quarter score is Lane College 7, Tuskegee 7.